Hi again, this is Rick with AmazingAccuracy.com, and today is March 18th, 2023. It's currently 9:28 p.m. Chicago time. It's Saturday, it's the weekend, and I'm going over making the F-date report for this upcoming week. And I just put up a post to kind of go over what has been happening in gold. And I thought, you know what, this is just one of those posts that I think would be really good to use as an example of the effectiveness of using the F dates for timing, not just futures and Forex, but some stocks and ETFs, which you'll see in a moment what I'm talking about. Gold has really taken off, and silver as well. And so I wanted to kind of share what I have been doing in the gold and so forth. And I've got some information to show you. Now, what you see here is an example of our weekly F-date report on the membership site. So at the F-dates market timing membership, this is the report that comes out every weekend. Now, I blurred a lot of this report because this video is about gold. The members at the site, they pay for this information, so I wouldn't be right for me to just put them all out there. But you can look at this and see what it is that I work with on behalf of the members. Are these markets analyzed right here? I trade the SPYs, the QQQs, I trade gold, I trade silver, which you're going to see. There are other things that you can trade in the stock market that you can utilize the timing information for their equivalent futures or Forex. Notice that this particular F-date report was uploaded on February 24th. This is week ending February 24th, 2023. You can see the date on this report is right here. This is an older report because we're going to go look back and take a look at what happened in gold and how the information that was provided on this report in advance of the dates you see here, how they played out. Okay, and how I took advantage of those dates. So you can see here that on February 24th, the members were informed to look for high probability daily turns for 227, 33, and 37. Now these, they have to be within a day. You don't always get them exactly on the day. They could be off one price bar. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's important. Cycles tend to shift a little bit. I only allow a one trading day variation, okay, for the accuracy of these F dates. So notice 27, 33, 37. Very important. And let's now swing over to a post that I just made here today. You can see it says March 18th, 2023 at 9:20. So that was 13 minutes ago. I had posted this for the membership and to encourage our newer members, keep at it, keep learning. Nothing that's going to give you 100% perfect timing every single time. And so people, they kind of like, they dip their feet into the pond here, and then they dip their feet in the pond here, and they don't stop and focus on one thing long enough. And F dates is alien to, I'd say, 99% of all traders out there. F-date market timing is alien to them. It's very esoteric, turn dates and these kind of things. Now, again, we've been around 26, 27 years now, since 96. So it's a long-running membership. And I want to show you here the power of F-dates. Now, if you'll notice, I was trading both the PHYS, PSLV. Now these are the silver and gold stocks, all right? And from my TD Ameritrade account statement, I pulled up my activity shown right here, which I just blurted out. Okay, you can see, and I'm going to zoom in here. Now I blotted out other trades that I did that are not relevant. I just showing silver and gold and the dates that I made these purchases, and you can see the limit prices that I have right here, and all of them were filled. And if you'll notice, I mentioned here, you'll notice that these purchases were made on 228, 38, and 39. And the reason I purchased on 39 is because after I purchased on 38 and I realized, hey, I can grab some more on 39 because everything looked like it was going to do, go in the direction I was expecting that, turn to happen on 38. I bought on 228. You can see right there, I bought on 228. And for that 37, I bought on 38, and then I added more on 39. Okay, now I want you to take a look at the gold chart, which I also put on this post here. And this is the daily chart of gold futures. Notice that 228, 227, 228 was this bottom right here. That's when I made my first purchases of gold and silver stock. Now remember the F date that came after that was 3-3. See that right there, 3-3? All right. Well, 3-3 is that very top right there. Now, since I'm buying, I just decided to stay in. I just ignored this. I wasn't going to be shortening any stocks. And then the next one was the 3-7, right? Well, when I saw that 3-7 was coming down really hard, well, I decided to just wait until the open of the next day to see what it was going to do. It went down just a little bit. I could see it was holding support, so I bought some. And then it didn't do a whole lot that day, but because we had that 3-7 F date, I knew that 3-8 was very likely going to become a swing bottom. And so I added more on 3-9. And as you see that the price that I got it for on 3-9 was not that far off from what I paid on 3-8 and 228. So I just accumulated more, pretty much around the same price. Nailed the actual double bottom here using the F dates for the gold and silver futures that is on that F date report. And the 3-3 just marked the swing top that was in between. So you can see that the accuracy of the F dates in this particular example was spot on. Okay, it nailed that, it nailed that, it nailed that. Prices continued up. And of course, if you were to take a look at what the current prices of PHYS and PSLV, that's gold and silver, if you were to take a look at where they're trading at now, you can see that they appreciated really, really well, as we are now way off those bottoms up here as of 3/8/18 or 3/17, which was the last trading day yesterday. Okay, and so then I go ahead and I give a little bit of explanation that I have already given you, and just kind of encouraging newer members that that's the kind of things you can do with F dates once you take the time to learn them and focus on them rather than jumping all over the place and getting yourself all confused. And F dates, is something that just takes a little bit of using to get a feel for it. And this is the kind of thing that you can do with it, just like this. And you turn it into real dollars, as you can see in my stock investments in my TD Ameritrade account here. And this is just mine. We also traded in my wife's Roth IRA account, and that's not showing here, but she has the same similar purchases because we do them at the same time. Okay, so I hope that really helps you to see the power of F dates. Now, what I want to do now is I want to share with you, just want you to see now this weekly bottom here was actually on the report as well, but the reason I blurred that is because it it was providing future information that is, again, that's for the membership. However, I can share with you what you see on the screen here. This is just some other analysis that I did that's outside of F-date calculations. And you can see that weekly wise, around week 3. Now this one here, by the way, this bottom here, I want to bring out real close. The report focused on this week right here. This is the 224. And you can see that that the very bottom happened the very next week. So weekly turn dates also have a plus or minus 1 bar on the weekly time frame. And so this is why this one is just one off. So usually what happens now, this particular bar here happened on week 317. That was last week. I'm looking for some weekly action within a bar of 331. So we could possibly see prices move up some more next week, possibly into 321, 322. Then we have the FOMC meeting at that time comes out. He either raises rates, he doesn't raise rates, whatever. Gold will likely respond to that, and that would probably be when we start pulling back on gold, I would imagine. And if so, that would put in a higher bar with a topping going on there, and it would be happening within 1 bar of this 331, right? So that's what possibly we could see happening. And then we have around May 19th, there's a lot of indication going around June, week of 6-2 or 6-9, which I think for the most part could also be major topping in gold, something of the likes of what we see here, major, and the rest of these more of a part of the overall bull trend in gold going up to June. And the reason I come up with June is because of some work I was doing around here. You can see I have May indicated here, but then aligning that up with the weekly and some other indication, other analysis, the cycles and everything came out to around the June, and then you got the 623, 630 after that. So you can go ahead and mark those down as my gift to you for watching this video all the way to the end. And I certainly hope that you've learned something as far as the F-dates timing, because the videos that I put out and the turns that I talk about in advance, these are all based on my using F-dates as well as these other tools. And I'd like you to have confidence when I put out a video that you'll really want to pay attention to those upcoming dates. 8 out of 10 times things are going to work out the way we expect it. There's going to be 1 or 2 times out of 10 it's not going to. And sometimes I tend to put out videos that hit the 1 or 2 times that don't. And it's embarrassing, but nobody's 100%. But I do want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified in advance of future videos that I put out that have information that's ahead of time. And please click that like button to help move my videos more up into the recommended area there. It would really help this channel and support it. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.